Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jack, and today I wanted to talk to you about why you should experiment with your appearance. So, every few years, I try to change up the way I look, or I try to experiment with how I dress. And I do this because I kind of try to challenge myself to expand my comfort zones. And I also notice that when you change up your look, and I'm a strong believer in having a unique look, something that's not generic, something that's different, will help you attract girls. By changing up your style, your fashion, your appearance, you'll naturally start to attract some girls that are just attracted to your physical appearance. So the way you look, or your style, or if you fit in a certain group, like let's say you start dressing like a hipster and looking like a hipster, you'll naturally attract girls that are attracted to that hipster look. So, a couple of examples of this, and one I had as recently as yesterday. So, I kind of like started, wearing this beard out a little longer. I don't usually wear or have a beard, I'm always clean shaven. But a couple weeks ago, I just didn't shave for over a week, and a couple of my girlfriends were like, "Wow, that looks really different. That looks really nice," and I kind of kept it just because they said, "Hey, it looks really cool on you. It looks good," so I kept it. And yesterday, I was just sitting on this bench, and this girl that was working for a certain political party came up, and she kind of tried to convince me why I should select that party, and she wanted some of my information from me. But after she came up and kind of, talked to me, she then started and sat down next to me, which is kind of unusual. Usually they get your information and then they leave. They get your name, number, and address and signature, and then they leave. But she just sat down and she kept on talking to me. So that was a pretty strong indicator of interest from her. So I kept talking to her, and then she offered me a pen. And what was a little different is she offered me some car accessories as well with the political branding. And I kind of teased her. I said, "Oh, I bet you give these out to all the guys." And she joked back. She was like, "No, I just give them to people I think that can write," because she gave me the pen. So it was kind of funny. And at one point, she said she was really religious, and I'm an atheist. So I kind of joked around. I was teasing her. I was like, "Oh, well, I'm an atheist." And she mentioned that her father was an atheist as well. So I kind of teased her. And I was like, "Well, I should, I was like, I'll invite him out for a couple of beers then. Looks like I found a new friend." And she says, "Oh, he doesn't drink." And then she said, "But I drink." And that was kind of another indicator of interest, saying, "Hey, you should invite me out. I drink, even though my father doesn't." And then another strong indicator was her friend came up to her, and her friend was like, "Well, we're not going to get any more signatures." It was around 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. The sun was still out, but she's like, "Everybody's gone now. We should change." And she told her friend, "Oh, yeah, you go ahead. I'm just going to stay like this. I'm going home and I'll take a shower. So I'm not going to change now." Another strong indicator of interest, because her friend came to get her and she basically told her friend, "Hey, you go on ahead." And she chilled out with me. And the last one, this was the last indicator of interest, but it was a really, really strong one. She commented on my beard. And I said something along the lines of, "Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to shave it. I just haven't, you know, focused on it this week. I need some new razors." And I was like, "I just haven't gone to the store to get them." And I was like, "But yeah, I'm thinking of shaving it off." Oh, this is what happened. I was like, "Oh, yeah, we should totally," I was like, "You seem cool. We should totally hang out sometime." And she's like, "What's your Instagram?" So she asked for my Instagram, and she looked it up. She punched it on her phone, and then she started looking at all my pictures. And she was like, "Oh, you're clean shaven in all of these." And I was like, "Yeah, I just haven't had the time to shave, but I'm gonna go shave. I haven't had the time to go get razors." And she goes, no, 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 don't shave. So it was just an example of a girl being attracted to a certain appearance. So she, I can clearly tell, likes more rugged or bearded guys. And although she came up for, the signature, that she could have used an excuse like, hey, I'm just going to come up to him, try to get a signature. She stayed there because she was just attracted to me. No, I didn't do a lot of game. I was just chill and I just kind of answered her questions. But the point I'm trying to make is you should definitely experiment with your look because it will get you a few freebie girls. Now, this happens to me maybe once every couple of months where a girl will game me and it's just based on how I'm dressed or, my appearance. It has, and it'll differ by the way I'm dressed. So here's a picture. I'll post a picture right here of how I looked back in 2004 when I was experimenting. And the big mistake a lot of guys make when they experiment with their clothes is they dress in a way that's not congruent to them. So any guy who's discovered the game and he starts peacocking, he does it incorrectly because he tries to become a cookie cutter version of Mystery. Like he just copies Mystery. Mystery can dress outrageously because he's an illusionist and it's congruent to his personality. Like, of course, he's going to dress like a cartoon character. He's a freaking magician. He's an illusionist. If you watch David Copperfield or some of these other magicians, they always wear eyeliner, they wear crazy shit, and it makes completely, total sense. But if you're an accountant, you can't wear something like Mystery, like a boa. You just look gay or retarded or weird. So whatever you wear has to be kind of congruent to your personality. Like you have to be able to pull it off. Now you could peacock if you were a rock star or something to that effect. So 2 more examples. In this picture that I posted here, I had a lot of girls like that look. They were very attracted to the spiky hair and the way I was dressed. And I think my quickest lay came from this type of this exact outfit. Actually, it was within 10 minutes of meeting a girl. Now, there were other factors in it, but this outfit helped a lot because it was just so unique, so unusual, and I could pull it off. Notice I'm wearing a motorcycle chain around my neck. Now, it was pretty close to a motorcycle chain. It was some necklace that looked like a freaking motorcycle chain. So, but I could pull it off. Like, I was very congruent with it and I was very comfortable with it. When guys first start dressing outside their comfort zone, so they ditch the, generic Abercrombie and Fitch shirt and their cargo pants or their jeans and they start wearing, some crazier fashion, they're very inside their heads. They care a lot about what are people going to say. They're looking around like, oh shit, I'm being judged. You can't do any of that. When you dress like this, you have to start being congruent with it. And you need to dress like this over and over and over again, especially if it's way outside your comfort zone, because you're gradually become more congruent with it. So it's not just going to be like, bam, oh, you're going to feel totally comfortable. You have to wear the outfit maybe 5 or 6 times until you feel completely at ease with it. And this is what a lot of people aren't getting. And you can't be an accountant, like I said, and freaking wear Mystery type fashion. Like if you're an accountant, you should be wearing something more like a really nice suit, a nice dress shirt. And I'm not talking about those crazy gray work suits. Something more like you see the movie stars wearing on a red carpet event. And I'll try to post a picture of that there. Like this is the type of stuff I'm talking about here. And it doesn't have to be a suit. It could be something else. You can dress, if you have a really nice athletic body, you can dress like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. I thought that was a really, cool style. But you have to also have the personality to back it up. And don't dress like other PUAs or pickup artists. You should kind of model yourself after some kind of movie character So I'm not against copying. Just copy somebody you would be congruent copying. Like, don't wear Brad Pitt style outfits in Fight Club if you're an overweight dude. Wear something that you've seen overweight guys wear that actually looks cool, that you can pull off. Okay, and I'll try to put a picture of that, what that looks like here. And when you do this, so like I said, every few months I have these freebies where the girl will approach me and game me, and it has nothing really to do with my game. It's just my appearance or my look. I look like their blueprint. So some girls will just have a blueprint that they like. Some girls like muscular dudes, like buff as hell athletic dudes. Some girls like the skateboarder look. Some girls like hipsters. Some girls like preppy guys. Some girls like rebel, leather jacket, bad boy types. And interestingly enough, I had a couple of these girls. I own kind of like this cool biker jacket and black jeans, and I had these awesome biker boots that would probably give me 2 inches extra of height. And where I wore those accessories, like basically I looked like a cleaner version of a biker, like kind of like that, very similar to Mad Max, the old Mad Max. So Mel Gibson and Mad Max. I had a lot of not guys. I had a lot of girls approach me and comment on those outfits, and I got quite a few lays out of it just because I looked like kind of like a idealized version of that girl's blueprint, or some guy she had dated in her past that she couldn't tame, something to that effect. And I had a couple girls comment, yeah, you look like my first boyfriend in high school. He used to wear this cool biker jacket like yours. And when I saw you, you had a very similar look. So this is not a method of game per se. So you shouldn't wait for girls to approach you because, like I said, it only happens even to me every couple of months. But it's a good way to differentiate yourself, which I'm a strong believer in. You should always look unique in a good way. So don't wear a clown outfit and expect all these girls to come with you. Although, some girls like that Pennywise look or that Joker look. You could find a couple of Harley Quinns out there. I'm just saying dress in a unique way. Dress in a way that you stand out. Don't just be a generic version of everybody else. Try to stay away from the generic version. Try to have something unique about you, a unique look. All right, that's all I have for you today. Hope that helps you out. And be sure to check out my datingarchitect.com website. There are a bunch of great articles on there. And if you know somebody that dresses like a generic lumberjack with a flannel shirt, or he wears these generic Bill Gates looking shirts, or he just, has his mom dress him or something like that, feel free to share this video with them. I don't know why I'm tongue-tied today. And they will appreciate it a lot. So yeah, be sure to do that and tune in next time. Thanks a lot.